Have you ever looked at the calendar, then looked at the bank balance, and then looked at the stack of bills that have just dropped through your letterbox? I'm sure that we can all relate to a time in our lives where things have got a little squeaky around payday. Finances can be a tricky topic to talk about. It's something that we often shy away from discussing, especially when we're struggling with it. We tend to bury our heads in the sand, hoping that it'll all sort out and somehow come together. Whilst we may not be always able to plan for every eventuality, every situation, the Bible is full of key principles for how we can operate healthily and in freedom within our finances. Now, I'm not going to jump headlong into that right now, but rather I want to remind you of something else. For all of the principles we read, the books that we thumb through, or the advice we seek out from others, we cannot lose sight of the foundational truth. He is our provider. Without God, I'd have nothing. Everything I have, everything I am, is because of Him. You see, when we give God His rightful place, acknowledging Him as the source, the worry and striving just fade away. When you were a kid, how much did you think about the bills and the receipts? I know for some, maybe that was your reality. For me, I didn't have to think about it. I just enjoyed being a child. Now, that doesn't mean that I had everything that I ever wanted, or that I didn't have to go without, not at all. But what it meant was that I trusted that my parents would give me what I truly needed. God knows what we need, and He is more than adequately positioned to meet those needs. He isn't lacking in anything. Everything we need, we can find in Him. With God front and center in His rightful place, He will always provide. He has never let me down, and I don't think He's about to change that record. Matthew 6:25-34 says it so much better than I could. Let's take a moment and read it through. Let it sink in. Notice how the lilies of the field grow. They do not labor, nor do they spin thread for cloth. Yet I say to you that not even Solomon in all of his glory clothed himself like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is just thrown into the furnace, will He not much more clothe you? Oh, you of little faith. Do not worry then, saying, what shall we eat? What are we to drink? What are we to wear for clothing? For the Gentiles eagerly seek all of these things. For your heavenly Father knows that you need all of these things. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and these things will be provided to you. Let me encourage you today. Stop stressing. Stop striving to work it all out on your own. Seek out what the Bible principles are for your finances and ask for input from some people that you trust. For in a multitude of counsel there is wisdom. Yes, we do our part. We do those practical things that set the foundation. But get that thing right at the beginning. Seek first the kingdom, and He will amaze you with His provision. I pray that abundance flows to you and through you as you recognize the source of all that you have and all that you are, and that is found in Him. Bless you.